Greetings, everyone. Father Jimmy here. Hope you're doing well on this Tuesday, in this very last day of the month of April. It is the 30th of April, as we continue to journey through this fifth week of Easter. Just going to be reading from our gospel today, so I'll turn to that right now. John chapter 14, beginning with verse 27. Jesus said to his disciples, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you. Not as the world gives do I give it to you. Do not let your hearts be troubled or afraid. You heard me tell you, I'm going away and I will come back to you. If you loved me, you would rejoice that I'm going to the Father, for the Father is greater than I. And now I have told you this before it happens, so that when it happens you may believe. I will no longer speak much with you, for the ruler of this world is coming. He has no power over me, but the world must know that I love the Father, and that I do just as the Father has commanded me." Well, as Jesus is preparing to leave his disciples, these words are spoken again at that Last Supper, he tells them not to be afraid. Clearly, they were distressed that the Master was preparing to leave them. And to help calm their fears and ease their distress, he gives them his peace. What is this peace that he says only that he can give? Jesus will die on the cross shortly after he says these words. In his death, he will reconcile all humanity with the Father and extend this gift of peace to all. This peace he leaves the disciples as a gift of hope and consolation, which will blossom into forgiveness of sins and reconciliation with God after the resurrection. But this peace carries not only a call to reconcile with God, but also with one another. To reconcile with God calls us to consider what keeps us from growing in our relationship with the Father. Prayer, meeting Jesus, and the sacrament of reconciliation are two possible ways that we can begin to dismantle the obstacles and seek a closer relationship with God. To reconcile with our brothers and sisters in the Lord demands that we examine that which divides us from one another, and then discern what steps we can take toward healing divisions. To do so often calls us to seek help from God, to overcome conflict and come together. So let's continue to ask for this grace, the grace to share his peace, and for those who are also in need of it. We must continue to pray, keep inviting our Lord into our lives, and the peace that he wants to give us will be there. So let's keep striving for that peace. We can't do it alone. We need his help. So keep begging for the grace. Hope your Tuesday is going well. Let's keep praying for one another. God bless you and take care.